The case of an Iranian pastor facing possible execution is being referred to Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei.
Pastor Youcef Nadarkhani was sentenced to die after refusing to give up his Christian faith. But the pastor's lawyer tells agency France Press that the court wants the Ayatollah's opinion. Khamenei is the final authority in Iran. AFP says the latest move suggests the verdict could be delayed. Meanwhile, here in the U.S., there is new bipartisan efforts underway in Congress to save the pastor. Members from both parties are calling on Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to pressure Iran for his immediate release.
For more on this story, we're joined by Jordan Sekulow of the American Center for Law and Justice. The ACLJ is working with Pastor Youcef's legal team. Now, Jordan, if this does go to the Ayatollah, what's the significance? Is it a game changer?
It is a total game changer. Now it's been taken really out of the court system where you've got these judges who are under immense political and religious pressure in their own regions. And they've said, listen, this has gotten too big of a story. We've got to go to our supreme leader. That's what he is, the supreme leader of Iran. And, they based the death penalty there for apostasy on the Ayatollah's writing. The first Ayatollah, Khamenei, is the one that they were actually basing this on. So now the next Ayatollah in line, Ayatollah Khamenei, he could decide whether or not that applies. He could handle this in 24 hours. He could delay this case indefinitely. But what it means is that we're out of that court system, and we know it's to the Ayatollah. And this is very rare for the world to know that whatever decision he makes, it will be on his hands. If he decides to go ahead with this execution, the blood is on the Ayatollah's hands. But I see this as a brand new opportunity for all of us who have kept this story alive at CBN News and all of the viewers out there to really redouble our efforts tenfold, because now we know it's gotten to outside the court system and to the leaders of the country who face the political pressure at the international level, places like the UN.
Very interesting. Now, why is this all happening? Is it due to the international pressure that's building?
I will say this, if this story has not been on television and in the newspapers and online and all throughout Twitter and people praying, and you do quick searches online, you see how it's just united Christians and even non-Christians around the world behind this pastor. And then when the Iranian press cut in and said that he was a rapist and that he was been convicted and he was a Zionist, let me tell you what just happened, Charlene. Today, we just found out that was 100% lies. Because if he was a convicted rapist, the Ayatollah Khamenei wouldn't have to decide whether or not he should be put to death or not. That's clear under Iranian law. That was all spin out of the Iranian press. We put them in this situation. We took advantage of something we don't usually get, which is a very public trial like this in Iran. The court systems are secret. The Ayatollah is secret. People die and disappear there, and it's very difficult to confirm. We are able to use this opportunity. I think Pastor Youcef would be proud of all the Christians out there, because he has taken a stand and been an incredible example for everyone. And let it be known that the Ayatollah may be anti-American, and he may not like Christians, and he may not like our president. But when we raise our voices and the world raises our voices, we make it up to him. He can't blame this on anyone else now but himself. We never would have gotten to the Ayatollah if it wasn't for everyone out there putting this story in the news.
Can we just real quickly ask you, Jordan, about Hillary Clinton and why we are not seeing her out front talking about this case?
The State Department's first response on that, they said they were concerned about reports. Now, I hope today, when they see that this has gotten to the Ayatollah, confirmed by AFP, which is a major news outlet, international news outlet, she needs to respond now. There's no excuse anymore. It's not in the court system. It's not something that's just happened in domestic, local, regional courts. This is the supreme leader, and I expect now President Obama needs to engage too. This is a different ballgame.
We hope so. Thank you, Jordan Sekulow, for this update. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Charlie.